Hello. Hopefully, this is the final few hours when we try and solve the mystery of Blake Manor. Let's see what we can find. We only have 2 more people that we haven't solved their mystery. Mr. Coventry in front of us right now, and Mr. O'Mara. So we'll have to figure out what to do about them. And then we'll have to access the Blake Manor itself and talk to the young Blake. Let's go. Alright. Let's get a reminder of what he's doing here. No mementos. Walter Blake. Oh well, this is Coventry. Yes.
Mr. Ward, how are you?
Discuss evidence. Let's discuss Walter. If I may understand correctly, the Marquess has a son living somewhere in the manor. He lives in the private residence of the East Wing, I believe. I saw him once being wheeled through the grounds, but that was only from a distance. I gave him a wave and he returned it, but I'll admit it was lackluster, not used to people and being a bit of a recluse. Having lost his mother at such a young age, that is understandable. Let's see. Tell me about yourself. Are you sure? I'm not nearly as interesting as other guests. I wouldn't say that. I don't find anyone here uninteresting. You're too kind, Mr. Ward. I'm not sure there is much to say about myself. I am but an aging jeweler, making do, but not on par with many other guests here. I love a good read, and even at my age, I can recall a fair bit of most things I've taken in. It's left me something of an armchair historian. If it concerns Britain or Ireland the past 500 years, I can likely tell you something about it. Why, I gave a talk on the history of the region earlier today. How about... where is he? Jonathan Blake. Have you spoken to the Marquess Blake yet? Oh, a few times. The poor man. The things he's suffered, the loss of his wife, injuries to his son. I can see why he'd invest in an event like this so heavily. I guess I can talk to him about O'Mara. Can you tell me anything about Mr. O'Mara? Oh, well, we spoke, but he quickly grew bored. I'm afraid I'm not very versed in this magic stuff, you see. Okay. Let's try the dusty clothes. Use some dust on your clothes, sir. Ah, so I do. How did that get there? Perhaps the housekeeper is not so fastidious as she should be. Mystic ball. What do you think of the masked ball? I've never been to anything like it. You get to my age, you think you've seen everything. Evidently, I was wrong. I saw a great many things. I had conversations with all manner of near-human things. I should have been terrified, but it was all so exhilarating. I am left entirely drained by it today, though. Well... the young master, Walter Blake. Do you know much about the lad? Well, not a whole lot. He was in a carriage accident some years back, when his mother died in. I gather it left the boy scarred, both mentally and physically. He doesn't seem to come out when the hotel has guests. I relate to him, in a way. I lost my mother when I was young, too, so at least it is not entirely alone. One couldn't be too lonely, I suppose, in a house surrounded by staff. The Fae. Ever know anything about the Fae? Perhaps we best not talk about them. For the sake of the superstitious guests, I mean. I don't want to upset anyone. Sleeping pills. I find I cannot not sleep while here. I hope you are faring better. Ah, well, I have pills that help with that sort of thing. I'd wager I could fall asleep on a battlefield once I've taken them. Nothing, not even dreams get through. Or at least, I certainly don't recall anything in the morning. Knocks himself out, huh? No mementos. Your wife. Would you have a picture I could see? Those are in my room. I'll remember to take one with me when I'm next. When I'm next there, to show you later on. So he's just lying to me. An unfinished portrait of Miss Dean. This is a fine location, is it not? I only wish I knew how to capture it. Do you paint, sir? In fact, I do. It helps me keep my hands steady when it's useful for work. Have you painted much while you were here? Not as much as I'd hoped. There's so much happening that I'm not left with the energy. What have you painted? A landscape? I couldn't say, sir. It is work that was done in confidence. Oh, a commission? Something of the sort, but I couldn't say more. I wouldn't be gentlemanly. Hello? Okay. Well, this is...
Good day, sir. And to you.
That... So he's locked behind Blake, huh? Interesting. Is there anything else I can follow up on that I didn't ask? If recently deceased. Inconclusive. Talk to Master Blake. Yep. It's the only thing. A locket found in the hallway. Painting of Dean. So there doesn't seem to be anything else that I can speak to him about. What of profile, Mr. O'Mara? I suppose I should... I mean, there's not much else I can do about this. Where is he? Yes, he's just in the room over here. The bar, once again. I've exhausted nearly everything I feel I can possibly do.
You
Again. Yeah, he doesn't have... I can't talk to him about anything. The what? I can't say I've given him much notice to anything in that room. What about him? Have you met the porter? That bum, Mr. Doyle. This place might be run a bit better if he spent more time porting and less time flirting with the guests. I have half a mind to take this cane to him. Ivy McLeod. I have. Her and Miss Lau. They're quite the pair, aren't they? What a man wouldn't give. Lau. I've been introduced to Miss Lau. Yes, or... I might have been the one to introduce myself. I can't remember. Anyway, I've met her. Yes, she is a chaperone of Miss McLeod. She's always around if I am to talk to her. An absolute bore, of course. She prefers the sciences, which I care little. Spoken to Mr. O'Finn. Imagine in this year of our Lord 1897 not believing in angels. I suppose I should have expected that kind of backward thinking from a hermit. Caitlin Joyce. I had spoken to the housekeeper. Oh yes, she asked where I was visiting from and who my parents were and all other sorts of things. She seems to think I'm too pretty to be mixed up in all this. Occasionally I wonder if she's right. Literally asked him everything possible, huh?
I'll be off.
Don't
Well,
let me keep you.
I mean, aside from every other guest. And I asked him everything as well.
We meet again.
Though I suppose I could do reflections.
How do you feel about your decision?
It does not give me the same clearness of path as my original plans did, but there is relief in no longer facing my end at the Séance tonight. Perhaps I was too eager for a grand gesture, a final attempt at success. I think this is a better path to my goal. It's not that far from what I do, after all, except, and this is the funny bit, you don't expect the loan to be paid back. I grew up thinking of that as a handout, but now I see it as a transaction. I pay money to buy legacy. Oh, don't look at me like that, Mr. Ward. The Catholics have been buying their way into heaven for centuries. This is the same thing, but in a different hat. An old leopard can't change his spots. At least, not right away. But who knows? Maybe my mind will lead and heart follow. And if we all get our needs met, who cares what the underlying intention is, eh?
I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, discussed everything. Did I discuss O'Mara with him? He seems to also be locked. I had the chance to meet Mr. O'Mara. I have, long before this. I know his uncle, you see. Same circles. He's of good stock, but he needs to calm himself down. A fraction of my age and already using a cane. Wow. Wow. Okay. I gather it's not even showing off. Pushing himself for something or other. The pure thrill of it, perhaps.
Good day.
Good.
Wow. Wow. Literally, all it takes is one random interaction, and it just unlocks everything. Alright, now I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Make a hypothesis. Cathal, O'Mara's goal is to trap an angel and summon it so that he can and we can drug stop praying. Stop distracting his stop risking his life to see it. Well, it's to trap an angel and some of it so that he can stop risking his life to see it. Consider. Or is it to... Oh, I guess I summon an angel and trap it. Other way around. I know what happened here.
Mr. O'Mara wants to trap an angel. I should find and confront him about this.
Yes, I figured that out a while ago. I don't know why.
You.
By the way, did I ask him? I'm pretty sure I asked everyone I could, yeah, about Coventry. Alright, confront. Your goal is to summon an angel and trap it so that you can stop risking your life to see it. Period, exclamation mark.
Am I so easily read? Oh dear. I'm not much for secrets, but I'd rather have some mystique.
Pretty sure you could have completed this way, way earlier. I just didn't happen to run into the triggers that I needed to finish
Apparently
it.
that's not at all the case, as you've got me pinned. Ah, well. It's true, after all. There's an angel somewhere about me. I know it. but I can only ever see it when I am, well, close to death. If only I could speak with it, find out what it is it wants. But I never get more than a few moments, a few words. But I can't continue on like this. I'm not entirely heartless. If something more permanent were to happen to me, my poor mother. So, whatever it is behind that veil of life, yes, I intend to seize the thing, to take a hold of it and get my answer. For better or worse. That's the idea, anyhow. But I cannot get to the thing, and I'm going absolutely spare trying to make it work. Maybe... would you help me with it? While the veil is low, I mean, and with more eyes on it, this might be my best chance. Come to my room and see if you can help. After all, your senses were sharp enough to figure me out.
Alright, okay.
Here, this is a Babel stone. It's used to translate Enochian, the language of angels. Do you think you can figure out how it works? It's a matter of translation, I think, for a name. The notes are here in my trunk.
That's the notes. Oh. Use. I see. S. U. Oh, that's the wrong one. I. B. Where's this one? N. Just a second. Ghosts are about. The ghosts are here. The script reads, Sweebna. Sweebna. This must be the name of the angel. I should inform Mr. O'Mara that I've deciphered his note. Calc.
Any joy, Mr. Ward? The notes for the Babel stone are just here in my trunk.
Grell Seeker.
I think your angel's name is Swivna.
Swebna.
Sweevna? All right, I'll try it. You'll stay, right? You couldn't possibly leave at this stage.
Alright.
Okay, so we've drawn the trap. Now, I just say the thing's name. Swivna, come to me, O angel of mine.
Wow.
It worked! You have been what stands on the brink of life and death, shining down on me. You are the thing that I've seen, the light. You have been what I couldn't reach, but now I can see you. I am sorry. I was going to trap you and keep you to myself, to bask daily in your glory, for selfish joy. But I see now. I will clean up my act. I will preserve myself and spread your word. You have my heart and soul. I am your agent and await only your direction, my angel, my friend. It is gone.
Rose like, wait, Wait a second.
I really... Thank you, Mr. Ward. From the bottom of my heart. I knew I could only carry on as I was for a short while longer, but I could not stop myself. I needed to see, to know, and you have helped me truly open my eyes. It's hard to explain such a revelation in oneself. I'm a different man to the one I was even 30 minutes ago, that much I know. But who I am now, that's yet unknown to me. I don't know whatever journey I've just started, but for the first time in a while, I'm thrilled by the very prospect of it. I believe Swivna, wants me to attend the Séance still. Swivna wants to witness it. Maybe through me? I don't know. However this works, I get the impression that something will happen there. I feel as if I will be safe. So I guess this is a warning for you and the others. But now, I need to sit down. Would you kindly see yourself out, Mr. Ward? And again, thank you.
Boom. So Manor will be detected by his angel during the seance. There is one more. Mr. O'Mara. The lad has a decent heart underneath it all, but still I worry for his future. That angel, it is unlike anything I could have imagined. It was beautiful, divine even, but heavenly? I can't say for sure. What manner of angel lures someone to their own death? I pray its intentions are pure. Perhaps I should try to learn more of this angel of his Swivine. Wonder if I've gathered enough information, enough facts to eliminate any suspects. I should check on my notes. Where is he? Here he is. Alright. I still haven't guessed alibis. There's something... I've literally asked every person except Blake about this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So only O'Mara and Scarrett are unaccounted for. But I'm not sure what I can find. O'Mara and Secret. I've solved both of them now, but I've asked them everything. What's it say? It says he was relaxing at the fireside. I should confirm that. Instead, he claims he was praying in his room. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I go to the library and look at the cigar and be like, oh yeah, cigar, right. I was going to the library anyway. Well, there's no more cigars here. Oh. Okay, dude. Alright, bro. 4 Flora and fauna, world history, Irish history, lake history, Irish mythology, religion. Look up. That's spiritualism. I can't. It said it unlocked Swebney, but photography wouldn't be under world mythology, would it? Vampires, undead humans. Doesn't cost anything to do this, so. Abact. I don't think it's gonna be in Irish mythology, is it? No. Where would I find Swebney then? Is it in Gnosticism? No. Like history? Maybe if I go Séance Ghost. Vigils. Actions. It doesn't seem like I can look it up there. Maybe the father? No? Swebney?
Yes.
Fetters. Well, I guess I can.
Are you
look
My
at this.
mission is not complete, but my part in it is over. What happens next is up to you. As for me, I have spent much of my life fighting the Demiurge's illusions. Whatever comes after this, trick or not, I intend to let myself enjoy it while I can.
I'll take.
Go with God.
What is this one? Psychology? Of dreaming, lucid dreams. Sciences. Waveforms. Medicine. Laudanum. Quinine. Flora and fauna. Nourish. From cardings. Lake history. Ogrum. No. Irish gods. No. It said that I could look up Swebney, but it does not seem that it can. Anxious, drive, and lost some. Pretty like that thing. Angels, Sances, ghosts. Second sight. Yeah, there's just nothing. Wait, it's here. What the? The Madness of Sweeney tells the story of Swin and MacColman, a king of the Dal Aranide region in the northeast of Ireland, who tried to expel Bishop Ronan from the church activities. Eventually attempts to murder the bishop and succeeds in killing the bishop's psalmist with a spear. Well, there's a madman. Okay, that didn't actually help me, but at least... was there an Irish history area? Irish mythology. World mythology. The Vale, flora and fauna. World history. Irish history. Did I ever look at this? The Manor Asylum. Meaning, Great Freeze, Tsunami, Great Famine. Standing Stones, Ogram. Okay, that seems to be it. So who's left? Coventry, right?
Hello, Mr.
Discuss. Oh, I can discuss that. Another time in the library, are you? Don't go and tell me I ought to get some fresh air, Mr. Ward. I haven't the time. Nothing like that. I was just wondering if you knew where the burns came from. I do. Mr. Secreto enjoying a cigar on the night. Joined us in a game of bridge, but he fell asleep after a drink too many. He's lucky it didn't do worse. I tossed it in the ashtray. Ah, okay. Mystic ball. I was expecting that, nor I. I never expected Marquez Blank would be the sort to allow such a thing.
I'll leave.
Okay, doesn't... It must be Mr. O'Mara had been arguing with Dean. I should find him. Oh... Surely he is... No, he's in his room. That might... If he's in his room, then don't I automatically get a game over when I enter into their room when that's where they are? Which means I won't be able to confront him about this. Let me do a save here just in case. What was the fight? Interrogate. Yeah, I think it's just gonna instantly game over me.
What the?
Mr. O'Mara!
Look, if you're not going to steal anything, I think it would be fun to see what the manager thinks.
Yeah. Lame. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. It doesn't even make sense that he would get mad at me for that. Yeah, on the save. Well, that's annoying, but I don't think there's any way to get him out of the room, is there? I don't think so. What other mysteries are there? The Blake residence? Yeah, I have to wait. I guess I can still question people about Mr. Coventry. Just find anyone and talk to them about Coventry.
Hello.
Mr. Coventry. Oh, I already discussed her with her. What is next for her? Reflections,
With the
I
ritual
guess.
complete, am I to understand that the Quinn family is free of their curse?
I've instructed my solicitor to transfer all the deeds to Miss Barbosa. If Biddy O'Connor keeps her word, yes, I think it's done. Finally. Finally.
If I might ask, will you and your family be all right? Losing that much land and the money from it must mean you're losing most of your assets.
Oh, almost everything. We will be significantly poorer. There's no doubt about that. It will not be easy, but I have some renown as a poet. I'll find the money for my sister's dowries that way, and I will work for my living. We are going to be okay. I will see to it. I got us this far, and I suppose you did too in the end. So, thank you, Mr. Watt. No, none of it will be easy, but it will be worth it. After all, for the first time in my life, I have a future.
Alright. A bunch of other people were in here, right? Let's see. Ah, she's here. Declan. I guess I'll do
Satisfied?
reflections.
Oh, gods, no. The seance is still going ahead. Damage will still happen, but we've protected the well. And I think a rift between Rory and I is mended. Declan, I'm so proud of him. What a fool I was to be such a stick in the mud. I should have trusted his new ways. And, in doing so, had faith in myself as a teacher. I guess one always worries they've not done enough to prepare their young'uns. But you have to let them fly, I suppose. And Rory, he soared.
Have I spoken to her about them? It appears so, but I haven't spoken to her about that. Oh, he's a good laugh. We've known each other for a long time. Okay. You have the Druid Code of Conduct. You know he and I are singing the same song, just with different harmonies. I never asked her about Evelyn Dean. Miss Dean, I have. You stay away from that one, Mr. Declan. That's... unless you try to take what's of value to you, too.
Well,
You
Alright.
take
Oh, I can... I didn't even know I could... do a hypothesis on him. That he's missing. Goal was to protect the land as it is his ancient duty as a descendant of the Elysian rulers. What if? I know what happened here.
So Mr. O'Finn is of an ancient bloodline of Milesian sorceress, as is Miss Dean. Is that why they've gone missing? There are 3 such bloodlines. Is there a descendant of that third line? If so, then who?
It's Mr. Ward.
Then taken because of their ancestral relationship with the Tuatha Dé Danann and Guivnu.
Guibnu. You don't know his final fate. Oh. Oh, okay. Analyze this out. What does that mean for the seance, I wonder? Never gathered enough facts to eliminate any suspects. Oh wow, only 35% solved the druid. Oh, interesting. Okay. This, not in here. Not in here. They're not staff, they are not mourning. You know the grounds or have a map. They have no pre-Manor history with Miss Dean. They are wear medium shoes. They use magic in the kidnapping. They are able to write. 7 of 9, really? I'm pretty sure it's Mr. Coventry. 6 of 7 facts unlocked, huh? This person has gone missing. I have a hunch that this person isn't the culprit. Investigate. Oh. Have some connections here. Let's see, I didn't talk to her about Coventry. Have you spoken to Mr. Coventry? I have. He is a student of the past. He is fascinated with the British Empire. We did not see eye to eye when it came to stolen goods. He had a might-make-might's attitude. If something can be taken, then take it by any means.
I'll leave you.
May Allah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I already asked her about that. Marquez. I know some. Before coming here, I spoke with my Protestant counterpart, Reverend Campbell. Due diligence and all that. He mentioned the Marquez has changed in the years since his wife passing. Not an uncommon thing. Grief can make a man do strange things, and the Marquez largely shut himself off from the world. Once an ardent churchgoer, he rarely attends service now. He also closed off all his wife's charitable donations. And of course, he has invited many heathens to his land to challenge God's order to allow them to speak with the dead. He's fallen a long way from the man Mary married.
I'll take my.
Go with God, my child.
Oh, they're over here. I'm pretty sure I've already asked them, though.
Hello.
Yeah. You spoken to the Marquez? No, I played some bridge with him, but that's about it. There's some conspiratorial Mr. Ward, but it seemed to me that he had no interest in any of the guests who are of less magical bent.
That's all, Miss.
Farewell. Hello, Mr.
Hello, Mr. Ward. Yes, and I already asked her about everyone. Okay. Okay.
I'll let you be.
Take care.
Actually, wait. I think...
Hello.
Reflections.
I hope you have some.
You, sir, have no idea. My sight, my second sight, it's not quite back to me yet, but I don't need it to say how lucky I am. I know Victoria acted, well, she acted, and she made mistakes, as did I, in chasing a husband without discussing it with her, and what that could mean for us. I'm still coming to terms with it, I think. That someone so dear to me could break my trust, but I also know she wasn't entirely herself. And her haste bought my freedom too. I don't know what comes next for us, but that is a priceless gift. And Dara, dear sweet Dara, he trained me in the sight, you know. How to manage it, how to hide it from others. For him to be in this place when I needed him most, to have acted against Miss Dean and gotten us the key. And, of course, you, sir, you found the materials and returned them to us. You have given us a chance at a future together. And we will never forget that. Thank you.
I'll let you be.
Take care.
Alright. I've asked everyone here. Pretty sure I asked everyone that's at the bar as well. Dr. Callahan. That's Jonathan Blake. No, not really. I left for my studies long time ago, and when it came back, I had no reason to visit this place. The man I see now, though, bears no resemblance to the vibrant man I recall from my youth.
I have to be on.
Be well.
Mr. Doyle.
Hello?
Anything? Didn't ask him on the reflections, huh? That's fine. It seems I've already asked him everything of import. You can ask
Where
him
will you
this.
go?
Everywhere, I hope. I was looking at France. We had a French couple come here once. They were really different. Didn't care what anyone else thought. But this week, I've met, well, in the loosest sense of it, people from so much further. Maybe I'll go to all their countries. Huh. Imagine they bumped into me. I wonder if they'd even know who I was.
I'll leave you be.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, alright. Glass.
Can I interest you in a drink?
After being drugged last night? I'm not taking the risk. No, thank you.
Suit yourself.
Oh, interesting. Okay, huh. And camera.
Mr. Ward,
Mr. Ward. Oh, I didn't.
do you mean to report me then? For murdering my husband?
I'm not a police officer. I have no legal obligation to do so.
What about a moral one?
I know what happened between you. Do you? I can see how you ended up where you did.
Mr. Ward, it would have taken a mystic to see where I was to end up. If there is any consolation in it, it is not something I would do again. A haunting changes one's perspective on such things.
How about this then? A second chance. I will monitor the news where you live and only intervene if any husbands go mysteriously missing. Does that sound fair?
I don't know, sir. Mr. Baker from number 11 is an awful bore. If I need to listen to him talk about his bay trees one more time. I shouldn't joke, I know. It is fair, sir. Thank you for your kindness to me through all this.
I haven't talked to him or about Coventry. I didn't find him that interesting until I learned that he was a jeweler. That piqued my interest. I've arranged to see him when this is all over. I have a number of men's items to pass on. I haven't talked to her about it. Was I aware? No, I can't say I was. Why would I be? Fathers have sons, families have heirs. What is there to say? And Jonathan Blake. Have you spoken to Marquez Blake? Oh, only a little. He joined us for bridge the other evening, but said little outside of the game. I know his type, the quiet, stoic nobleman, and exactly the type to host a large event such as this.
That was all.
Good day.
Right. Where are other people? I already talked to all of them, talked to him. I can't go in the wait, how is he in the dining room? It's locked. Wait, then how is he in the dining room if it's locked? First floor, basement, and hedge maze. Go out here real quick. See who's out here. Nobody. Nobody's out here. Alright. Nobody's out there. How about the basement? Wait, nobody's in the basement either? The larder. No one in the basement either. And if I go to the garden. Hopefully I didn't need to solve the fight. But then theoretically I can just reload, and then I have to freaking figure all that stuff out again. Mr. Coventry. Have you met Mr. Coventry? Yes, but we didn't speak for long. I came here to talk to my peers, not potential hunters. Does she have anything interesting else to say? Walter Blake. I suppose you met the Marquess' son. His son? I didn't know he had one. Can't be that social sort. You met the Marquez? I have, though I can't say I see much for conversation after all his efforts. You'd think he might be a little interested in his guest.
I won't but
Goodbye.
Anyone here? No. I assume no one's in the church either. I don't even know if anyone can spawn in the church, because the church doesn't even show up on the map, I think. Or it does, but yeah, but yeah, nobody there. Alright. So we have the silent dinner at 8, huh? Oops, can't go that way. And then what? I was hoping I could get the fight, but perhaps before going into the Blake's residence, I can do something. No one here. Okay. I think that I've literally talked to everyone available, I think. Or Barbosa, I believe. I don't think I can go into this door or the side door. It's firmly locked. I could I think use a few minutes to talk to Miss Barbosa, I suppose. It would be faster to go this way, wouldn't it? Yeah, no one in here. No, I didn't check the drawing room, actually. There might be people in the drawing room. Ah, yes. Ah, good, good. Oh. Mrs. Joyce.
good day.
Hello, sir.
I already asked her about everything. Except for someone is missing. No, I think that's it.
I'll be off.
God.
Mr. Blake.
Ah, Mr. Ward. How can I help?
Coventry. We met with Mr. Coventry. I have tried to meet with each and every guest. Mr. Coventry's reason for being here mirrors my own. He lost his wife. Hopefully he too gets what he wants from the seance. Expression. Seance contract. Forgive my discussion of money at a time like this, but surely Miss Montevalentine couldn't have come cheap. No, indeed, but for an event so important as this one, I will only have the best. And this seance is very important? Mr. Ward, have you not figured that out by now? The expense, the people, the distance they have come. It will be one of the most important nights in history. The Fae. Tell me anything about the Fae. I know the workers on the land leave out tribute to them and blame them when the crops go wrong. When a person goes missing, it is oft blame on them too, or when a child has an accident. Proud stature. Must be a great privilege to the Marquess of Dune. It is, I cannot lie. The title means less nowadays. The family is smaller, the holdings smaller still. It is my hope that turning the manor into a hotel and hosting this event will play their parts in the reinvigorating the role before I pass it on to Walter. Tired shoulders. You look to be carrying the world on your shoulders, Miss Marquez. These last few years have not been easy, but that will all be in the past soon. A new day, a new chapter. It is only an hour's away. That's the expression. You seem worried. Is everything all right? Do I now? I suppose it is fair to say that I have a lot riding on this event. Once it is done, it will be nice to return to the way things were and relax for a spell. That seems to be it, huh? I can ask him about himself. Please, Marquez, tell me about yourself. I am the 9th Marquess of Dune, for a start, but the first to open the building to outsiders. What is there to say? I am a dedicated father, devout husband, a man of God, and the host of this séance.
If you'll excuse me.
Of course.
Okay, Montavani.
Signor,
Mr. Coventry. Have you spoken to Mr. Coventry? I have gave him a reading. He is lost, or was at least. Now he is perhaps found again. His future was more open than I expected for a man of his age. Bene papilli. Jonathan Blake. You have dealt with Marquez Blake, yes? Oh, yes. From the very beginning, it was he who reached out to me to come and host this event, though how he had heard of me I do not know. He has been very welcoming, but it is his eyes, senor. They scare me. Their intensity. I am not sure what is behind those eyes. If it is just grief that drives him, perhaps something more. There is a part of me that worries I am unable to something in him. Blake. How do you like the young master? I have not met him. The Marquess wants him kept away from all this business. Though he would not say it, I suspect there is hope that the Marchioness ghost will appear. That may be too much for the boy at this age, and if he did not appear, that would be too much in another way. No, best he is saved from the whole thing until a later age.
That's all.
of course.
Mr. Dupree.
Hello again, my...
Mr. Coventry. Who is it? Okay, I haven't talked to him. Oh, Barbosa, right. You've spoken to Mr. Coventry. He approached me with a question or two about the seance. I answered them best I could, but they were quite elementary anyway. I wonder if he has any idea what he's getting himself into. Oh, Jonathan Blake. I hear the Marquez has a son. So I gather. He was in a carriage accident, I think. I don't mean to sound insensitive, but I get a shiver down my spine anytime I realize he's watching me from his room. It's not just weather that keeps me from the gardens. Jonathan Blake. Have you met the owner of the manor, Marquez Blake? Indeed I have. He was a perfectly cordial. But even so, in my line of work, you get a sense of grief, and that man has it in spades.
Not at all, Mr.
Let me check. Let's see. Attend the silent dinner, and then that, yep. What about this one? This is talk to Master Blake, yep. I think everyone else is just done. Nothing else, yep. So, I have some questions for Miss Barbosa. One of the few people I have yet to ask. He was here in the telegraph room, right? Yes. Indeed, more questions, madam. We're aware that Marquez Blake has a son. The boy in the painting, yes. I don't suppose a child has much business being here. It is no wonder he's kept away from it all. Have you spoken to the Marquez at all? I have. I wanted some guidance on history of this area, but the people from it. He was polite but brief, sent me to the library, which was helpful but not friendly. Mr. Coventry. Mr. McLeod. Oh, Miss McLeod? What? That's not who I asked. Oh, Coventry. Have you spoken to Mr. Coventry? Yes, he is a good deal of this area and history. I'm interested in that. He is what I imagine talking to a grandfather is like, including the musty smell.
I have to be off.
Sure.
Alright. It's time for the silent dinner. Hopefully not solving the fight matters for the dinner. But unfortunately everyone is going to be at the dinner, isn't it? So I don't know if I'll be able to talk to anyone. So Mara is in the dinner as well. I suppose the whole hour he will be unavailable.
Mr. Ward, will you be joining the silent dinner? A reminder, sir, that the silent dinner is different to the other meals. Silent being the operative word here. No talking, please. Unless you'd like to upset our guests. And they're unnerved by staring, so none of that. Secondly, there will be no staff. We'll be having our own meal in the servants' hall, though of course your food has already been prepared. Thirdly, I've been told to impress upon you that this is a deeply spiritual event. If you feel the need to leave, that's fine, but don't disturb anyone. That should be all, if you'll allow me to show you to your seat.
What is all this about,
Ghosts? Lord save me. I cannot get used to this. Laura? She returned for this, despite being freed. Mrs. Lau's husband. Is that Mary Blake? Why is she facing away? Alexander Quinn?
I wonder if there was supposed to be...
Varley said it upsets them.
I wonder if there was supposed to be another ghost here.
Then, I suppose, all there is to do is eat.
Oh.
What's this? There is a key here. The note reads, Blake residence now. Mrs. Joyce, I assume. Perhaps it's a good time to investigate, since the Marquess and most of the guests appear to be here.
Alright. Let's see. And the map says that all the guests are in there, indeed. Except he's in the kitchen. Wait. The father is... He's just over here? Hello?
Yes.
I'll take my...
Go with...
Can't even discuss the fact that he's not... Oh, this is open as well. What? Why is he here? Interesting. He also did not attend, and neither did she. Interesting. Fortunately, O'Mara did attend. Unfortunately. Well. Alright. Basement annex, entrance hall. Let's go to the entrance hall. Are you sure? There's also 1 hour to the Séance. I didn't Blake resident. It's a point of no return. Oh, okay. Basement annex. What is this? Man, that means that I probably need to reload and redo the O'Mara thing to fix the fight. Oh, I see. That was this. Okay. Man, but that's so much stuff, dude. The fight doesn't seem to matter to the spiritual thing, so I'll just assume I don't actually need to complete it, but man, that is annoying. The fight. I gotta. Is it required? Required. I guess I'll go and we'll just see what happens. Going in here, it's all boarded up. Mrs. Joyce is right. Things are not right here. Oh, is this fresh? Oh, there's no time. A defaced family portrait. Bury drafts. Invite for well, participants only O'Finn, Dean, and Montavani's name are here. There are papers. These papers are scrawled on them, indecipherable. And many pages are ruined from liquid being spilled and gather. Mystic. Séance will channel their life energy. Psychical. When the veil is at its thinnest, open the portal. Wake the god from his sleep. Each letter S has been drawn over in red ink. Elevator. Must allow Walter to move between floors. Big family painting. Which at the big family, there is another one of these in the atrium, if I remember correctly. They look quite similar. Gate. Why is this here and why is it locked? Lab. Lab? How do I know what was a lab before I entered? Looks to be a sort of lineage map. Starts with 3 names from long ago. Eber, Finn, Amerigin, and Aramon. Works its way down to the modern times as at the bottom many names are struck, but 2 are circled. Evelyn Dean, no Finn, the 3rd has been erased. After the name Granini Amirgrin. I cannot pronounce that. The gate is sealed by 3 locks, each requiring the blood of the Milesians who locked it. Notes. Schematics for some kind of machine to harness lightning. Esoteric book. This book seems to be a part of the science part occult. Any attempt? To understand these texts as a whole, but in parts, some have been circled. 73, 53, or 74, 53, 26. Can't begin to imagine what this represents. Whatever the meaning may have, it's been lost on me. Scroll. Power of blood. Table of elements. Papers. Schematics for a machine in the atrium. Available to harvest the seance. Perhaps that is why I place so centrally, though I cannot claim to understand how this device actually works. We need as much as possible to wake him so he can use the blood to open the gate. Henry, in different style, replies, we don't need everyone present, but the ritual will be unstable with less. He continues, everyone attends, it will be overload the conduits, but everything else will go most smoothly. Their demise would save us a task. It drawings of some kind of vat, but I cannot tell its purpose. There are no notes, only dimensions. Equipment. Jars, bottles, scrolls, records. Personal records of the base, including various journals and other accounts of the years. The dilution of generations, a smear, would not be enough to open the gate. Not a drop could be wasted to ensure success. Then note the blood must be fresh. They cannot perish before extinguishation. Jars. Jars full of human organs and animals, preserved in a strange fluid. Alright, books on magic and fringe sciences. Very different selection to the one in the hotel. Use. Must be a code here, but in what order? I see. Wait, so I look at this. Here, a table with names. Details of elements. I wonder if this is raised the numbers in the mathematical book. Indeed, that is what I thought as well. 74, 53, 26. Alright, get that here. I can read it. 74, 53, 26. 74 is W. 53 is I, and 26 is Phi. Oh, it spells wife. Wife. The floorboard shaking? Secret room. Is this a shrine to Mary Blake? I don't think I should touch anything in here. Oh, we're actually not allowed to touch anything. This is over here. Blake history and accounts. Edward Blake forced himself in the chieftain's daughter. Her name was Grania, and she bore him a son. Thus was the Blake line carried on, intertwined with the people of this place. There's no record for what happened after her birth. The P has been scrawled across the page with red ink. A scroll. Seems a map of Blake's lineage back as far as Edward Blake, the man who built this place and in for his family. It looks like one branch of the family has been erased. Cannot make out any names, but from it I would be cousins of the Marquez. An empty bedroom. This is where he sleeps, huh? Books on Irish mythology, magic, and the old ways. Sections on Tir na Nog have been circled. The land of eternal youth. The Irish afterlife is scrawled across this. We will send that thing through the portal in exchange for Mary. Letter Y has been repeatedly circled in red ink. Mattress. Has Blake slept in here? Note. Listing all the Blake family birth records. With all names marked off but two. Jonathan Blake and Walter Blake. Across the page scroll it must be. Oh, okay. That's the wardrobe. Nothing. You got the safe here. Simple projection. Move the lens cap. Just like, am I missing something? Look, it's just a wall. Well, that's not good. There's something in here. Find the safe code. I already looked at everything in here. The Blake residence. Let's see. I know there's P and Y. Perhaps there's something I missed in the lab? The letter S. S, P, and Y. Oh. Okay, wait. Is it not numbers? No. What? What's the code for this? Need to turn the dial first for the second. Oh, wait. S, P, and Y. That's gonna be... whatchamacallit. The numbers. But I don't know what order they would be in. I guess it would be SPY because it was in the lab, right? 1, 2, 3. S number alphabet is the 19th. Isn't P the 20th? Oh, P is 16. Okay. 19, 16, 25. Oops. Turn the dial left and then right. 19, 16, 25. Okay, 19, that doesn't seem right. 16, 25. Oh, Then what's the order? Unless it's the reverse order. Let's try the reverse order. Be 25. 25. 16. 19. What does this say? Old safe locked. Some highlights scattered within the notes. Lake family histories, Celtic legends. The clues nearby will help you decipher to open this safe. In the nog. P isn't scrolled in the margins. It's the scissors. I mean, there's only so many combinations left for the first number. So that would be this way. Then 16. 19 and 25. No. $16, 19, 25. Don't see anything else here. What did this say? I'm pretty sure it has something to do with those three things, but trying. I don't think I should touch anything here. Can I see anything though? Any numbers or anything? Suppose I'll try and look at the records. Jars, scrolls, bottles, records, scrolls. Oh, I wonder if... Wait. Is it actually referencing this? Huh, there's a Y. SPY. Okay, maybe that. It looks like it says... so 6, 16, 15, 39. 16, 15, 39. Yes, yes. I was just going off of alphanumeric position, or alphabetic position. Let's see. 16, 15, 39. Oh, it's so easy. Save contents, pile of projection sheets. And this, a stone with a hole carved in the center of it. What could it be? The hagstones will keep us safe during the seance. Make sure Walter has one. I may take one too. Alright, add slides. Stars. Alright, there's a pattern hidden among the stars. I'll just dial, see if there's a solution. Oh. Okay, just... There we go. I've seen this in my dreams, I wonder. Look. Same shape I've seen in my dream. Use. This is just the Triforce. Which I hadn't expected that. What are you hiding, Marquez? Enter. I seem to be in an enclosed closet. Shoes. The different size shoes. Awaiting breaking in. The nursery. Somebody's coming.
My boy, it is time. I know this is hard for you. But think of your mother. Your sacrifice will bring her back to us and bring you back to me. Your chair gone. Your voice restored. You will not be dead for long. I promise.
Sorry to interrupt, sirs. They're ready for you at the seance.
Yes, of course.
What on earth?
Oh, young master, you look so smart. His mother would be so proud.
She will be, yes. We had best get moving. Time, as they say, waits for no man.
Just like Mr. Scarrett said. What, son?
It was empty. But both the Marquez and the housekeeper spoke as if it wasn't. Were they under another spell? Is Walter Blake even real? Oh, he must be. I've seen his portraits in the manor.
Hell, Little White Rabbit. I can't imagine it being ever read before. Another children's book. Collection of stories. Ooh, the untouched is lying on the floor has been read. Toys. Toy soldier in mint condition. I don't think they've ever been played with. Chest of drawers, little interest in here. Children's book about a little girl. Pages are stuck together like it's brand new. There's about a little boy's adventure. Never been opened. More toys. Wheelbarrow. And the spotless alphabet blocks will range to spell the word God in a wheelbarrow as long as they look as new. A little dog, no phrase on the leash. Hey, the meals are untouched and cold, but they are fresh, prepared earlier today. A painting of Mary Blake. Nothing of interest here. Stuffed bear that looks as though it has never been held or had joy. A rocking horse. Its polish isn't even scratched. Seem to have discovered everything here. Enter the hall. Portrait, I wonder.
The young master is here, but... No. Wait. This paint is different. It's fresher. Newer. Somebody has added him to the picture and altered the mother's arms to hold him. He isn't real. He is a fabrication that the Marquess and the staff seem to believe is real. But why?
Jonathan Blake, he looks younger here and more content. There's a glint of something missing from his expression. Hunger? Sorrow? I cannot tell. Mary Blake, her expression is unhappy. The Blake resident hypothesis. Jonathan Blake intends to resurrect his wife. Where's wife? Wife. To... Wait, sacrifice his... son? But Walter Blake isn't real. But his son, Walter Blake, isn't real. To resurrect his wife to save his son? Walter Blake isn't real? That doesn't seem right. He intends to... Sacrifice his son. Oh, sacrifice. Okay, sacrifice his son to resurrect his wife. But Walter Blake isn't real. I know what happened here.
Walter Blake seems to be a shared hallucination between at least the staff and the Marquess. But the paintings of him, they are very real. He has been freshly painted in over original paintings. It's a very good forgery. I only realized when I knew to look for it. How can that be?
Pictures are torn from other pictures. There was a real Walter Blake who is now gone. Alfred is a skilled painter.
This level of replication, not just here,
Mr. Coventry,
traits suggest the culprit is an expert artist. I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts?
I already know it's Mr. Coventry. Mr. Blake is not real. Continue. Ritual isn't... It doesn't seem like anyone is going to survive. It's also my last chance to find and save Evelyn Dean. I need to get out there and stop it. Oops. That means I definitely can't do the... Yeah, 9. And Séance in the hedge maze. Unless I can speak to him, but it seems unlikely. I lost track of time. The Séance will be starting soon. I need to get out to the hedge maze and stop it before it's too late. Enter the maze.
The circle is sealed. We call now upon the spirits.
It's like they have begun. Ah, stop it. Stop it. There's empty space here. It's for me, waiting for me. I shouldn't keep them waiting any longer. Wait, what? Huh? Wait a second, what?
To come forth, be witnessed by us. Age posco. Nego te recusare.
Good lord.
It broke. That means I'm not protected, right? I'm alive. I'm okay. But the others, I don't know. Oh,
Body, it's been enveloped by a cold energy.
Montevanti lives. Oh, okay. Can't. Can't interact with anyone else. Do I feel like I don't want to. I shouldn't go that way. Yeah, don't go that way. Portal is over here. All fountain, magic doorway.
The energy goes this way. But how? My head.
Speak your name to enter.
What's the culprit's name? But who?
It's Coventry.
Welcome, Simon.
Mystery solved. Who is behind the disappearance of Miss Dean? The culprits solved. Because it seems like the fight is just a red herring. I actually found 23 out of 24 pieces. Ritual. Stop the seance. Apprehend the suspect. The magic doorway. Simon Coventry. The mausoleum. Use the lever. Luggage. Bedding. I'm trapped here now. Papers, a photograph. Let's see. I don't want to use up all my time, so let's do a save just in case I do something stupid. Pile of papers.
A collection of papers, a birth certificate, and a journal. It's the birth certificate of a Henry Blake, who seems to be the older cousin of Jonathan Blake, the actual heir to the title and lands here. His father died when he was still a young lad. Rather than pass the title and lands to Henry, an attempt was made on his life by Jonathan Blake's father. Henry's mother took him and fled. She died soon after, leaving him alone in the world. All he had were his father's notes, the notes that resulted in his death. Among them, the sigil. He spent much of his life studying the occult to make sense of the sigil, and eventually, much older, he returned to the manor. Armed with the understanding of the ground's secrets, he had adopted the identity of Simon Coventry, a man who had also recently lost his wife.
So he's actually the cousin.
Over this, he bonded with the Marquess, and used that to gain the access he needed to search the grounds. He found the chamber his father had died opening, and was able to get inside. That is where he discovered Guivenu, locked in a deep sleep.
Guivenu.
With dreams already coloured by the events happening around him. Coventry took advantage of this through prayer and something he calls his Shrine of Images, and Guivenu's dreams reshaped the minds of everyone around him into thinking there was a Walter Blake who's been crippled in the accident that killed his mother. Because to unlock the gate he needs Blake blood. It says here they are the last of the third Milesian bloodline. The Marquess will kill himself, thinking he both kills and frees his son. The god's dream can't force anyone to act outside of their interest. He couldn't be made to kill himself, but he could be tricked into doing it for the right reason. Then with Blake gone and the god freed, Coventry will ask for his reward, to have his youth returned. He will then take his place as the heir in the form of Walter Blake, the son with paintings, documents and mesmerized staff to vouch for him as the next in line to the title.
And the sigil. So they just give you the sigil anyway, even if you don't solve it for the father? Notes. Wolfin recognized me after all these years. He was only a child when I visited his camp, seeking their wisdom. Even my own flesh and blood didn't know me. In hindsight, it was probably memorable enough, a wealthy outsider coming to ask of their god. I shouldn't have panicked and attacked him, though. It was risky. What if he outed me? Thankfully, I played in all those catacombs as a lot. Yeah, I knew all their secrets. My back is in agony today for it. I have taken most of the bottle to ease the pain. By tonight, back troubles will be a future problem. This time, I will cure better for my joints. Kidnapping. Dedication. Norman Blake. Right in the caves. Where does he live alone? So I should read these. A bed with materials. Nation, Norman Blake. Oh, well, that's the same as the other side. More notes. Notes I found under the event. Mr. Finnegan. Paintings. Various paintings of Walter Blake that Coventry must have discarded for whatever mistake he feared people would see in them. Reference photograph has Henry Blake, 1840, written on the back. I see. No. Didn't I use this symbol before somewhere? Pretty sure. Oh, I was here. More of them. They're closing in on this church. Wait, I have a hypothesis? Where do I have a hypothesis? Oh, on Coventry. Think time. Make hypothesis. Simon Coventry's goal is to free the entity in order to assume the role of his ancestral home. No. To inherit his ancestral home. Because his real identity is ousted heir Henry Blake. To free the entity in order to assume the role of his magical fabrication, Walter Blake. Consider. You know what happened here?
Simon Coventry is really Henry Blake, ousted heir of the Blake title and fortunes. He has returned with the intent of using magic to reclaim what was taken from him. I need to stop him.
Mystery solved. Who is Mr. Coventry? Wow, only 36% of people solved that? I guess it's easy to miss. I assumed that you could just complete it. Huh? The Reverend. He's been murdered. Oh. Okay. Alright. I guess he's already dead. Can you even save him? The Fae are inside the church. There's nowhere left to go. Okay. This is crazy. Coventry, Henry Blake. He's praying to the entity, to the smithing god Goy Binu. Let me pick up a weapon, bro.
It's Mr. O'Finn. He seems to still be alive. I can't see a way to open this and get him out. Miss Dean! I need to find a way to get her out while she's still alive.
Machinery? What are these vats?
Shh, shh. Now, Walter. No tears now. Not long to go. Mummy will be home soon. Thanks to you. A big, brave boy. This will only hurt a moment. Then Daddy will talk with the floating man and bring you and her back. Then we'll all be together again. One big, happy family. What are you doing here? I won't let you stop this.
Can you get through to him? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I wonder if it's possible to not be able to do the hypothesis. You cannot save your family. You've been tricked by Henry Blake so he can take over your ancestral home. What if? Here goes nothing. You cannot save your family. You've been tricked by Henry Blake so he can take over your ancestral home.
Fool. But I would have all I could ever. Who was restraining me? And where is my son? Where is my boy? He should be here, shouldn't he? No. I thought. No. I didn't. They were not my thoughts. Not at all. They were put there. There is no Walter. Just a cruel illusion. Oh, my boy, taken from me. And Mary, my Mary, she is truly gone. Never coming back. Who would make a man think such things? Have such hope? You're right. I have been fooled. By a relation I did not even know existed. Fooled by the only real flesh and blood that I have.
He's angry.
Get off me, you fool!
How could you do this to me? You gave me hope. You gave me a son. Only to take them from me?
Some lucidity, is it? I am only doing to you what your grandfather did to me. I should have been the Marquess of Doon, and I will be. Islam, Jonathan! You will be nothing!
They both fall into the pool of death. Uh-oh. Wait a second. I guess the Marquess could not be saved. He had been tricked into sacrificing himself. Witness the end of legacy. Now I must act. I need to find a way to stop the ritual before it's too late. Standing stones. Perhaps they were original locks. Picture of Mary, Henry Blake's a slave to grief. Gobinu.
The Tuatha Dé Danann and the Milesians faced off for the final time at the Battle of Taltiu. After much death, a truce was called. They agreed to halve the land between them. However, the Milesians tricked the gods by claiming the top half, so the Tuatha Dé Danann went below ground through this here portal. We've stayed behind to build a lock for the portal that could only be opened again by him and the 3 Milesian leaders, using their blood. Once the portal was closed, he fell into a deep slumber, from which his dreams inspired those who lived here for millennia. Until war came to the land once again.
War.
Oliver Cromwell and his forces arrived, led in this region by Edward Blake. They killed those living here, the people Guivna had formed a bond with over the generations. The blood seeped into this chamber and tainted his dreams. He felt alone and scared. He feels alone and scared still.
Ooh.
He just wants to go home to his people.
Broken stone. Pseudo card, I can't make it out now. Intact stone. What was it for? So basically, I just choose. I choose one of the ending sigils that I want to use, huh? I could choose release, or I can choose open, or I can choose close. Release, This is a difficult one to trace. Let's see here. Use the dial. There'd be some kind of panel. I should arrange it in such a way that allows me to perform a sigil here. But what sigil? This sigil doesn't seem... So I can do release. But how? I don't... Oh, like that. But... Oh, okay. Change dial. Okay, this one. Check. Okay. Release. What does it do? Oh. Wait, so that was the correct one? Ah, run! Free Gobnu from his mortal realm. Quickly! Run! Run, you fools! Whoa. That's a big explosion. Mystery solved the riddle. I have stopped the ritual. Let's see. Wow, that's That's a lot. Okay, interesting. Continue.
So, this is where the man who saved my life spends his time.
You'll join me.
Yes. I think at the very least, I will give you a drink.
Save Miss Dean.
Freed from the vase's curse, Miss Hisham became obsessed with seeking out other cursed items hidden across the globe. Miss Montevani used her last remaining weeks to return to her family and deliver her parcel herself. She died soon after, surrounded by loved ones. She was happy. Mr. O'Mara's angel led him deep into the unknown parts of the world. I never learned in search of what. With the curse lifted, Miss Quinn was free to raise her siblings in safety. She supported them only by her earnings as a poet. Mrs. Darcy disposed of her husband's ghost on her route home. She later turned the events of the manor into the acclaimed horror novel, Eldritch House. Mr. Hunter left the manor and spent his remaining years breeding champion horses for the MacLeod family.
Easy.
Mr. Doyle left Ireland to see the world.
Mr. Doyle, which one was that? Right, the bellboy.
Free from his obligation, Mr. Dupre returned to New Orleans. With a newly opened mind, Mrs. Joyce accompanied him to the New World. Mr. Toussaint shared his account of the séance with his societal fellows, after which it was agreed he should spearhead a new department of supernatural investigations. He also published a paper, thoroughly correcting every element that Mrs. Darcy had embellished in her novel. Miss Callahan finally retired and passed the role of Dree on the Dr. Callahan. Mrs. Erickson destroyed all remnants of her magical persona and started a new life away from all things supernatural. With her family lands returned to her, along with the Quinn fortune, Miss Barbosa began a new life in Ireland. Mrs. Lau and Miss MacLeod retired to a cottage outside London. They never attended another mystical event. Mr. O'Finn went deep into the forest and was never seen again. Miss Murphy continued the studies she began under Miss Dean and used that power to create a better life for herself.
Okay.
With Callahan's help, she was able to reunite with her daughter.
She just became a witch, huh?
Father Sinnott retired and spent his last few years exploring the forests of Ireland with his hound, Seamus. Mr. Skerritt established the Skerritt Foundation, which set up schools and hospitals for the underprivileged. He is thought of fondly by those he helped. Mr. Varley used the treasure to purchase the manor. He turned it into a refuge for lost souls. He kept the name Blake Manor.
That's it. Detective Ward saved 22 out of 22 people. 36 out of 37 mysteries. Apparently didn't finish the fight because of unlucky timing. But the fight didn't even matter. It was basically just a red herring. The Séance of Blake Manor. I thought that was pretty good. I'm not aware of many games of this kind of style. I think the closest is, I guess there's some, I guess technically it is a horror game. Though it's less focus on the horror and more on the detective part. So I don't know of, like, maybe I just don't run in those circles. I am always in the action games and stuff, but I don't know of many mystery games like this. I guess it's kind of an evolution of the point and click genre, right? So maybe that's the closest thing to it. I was gonna say, like, the escape room type things are probably a lot more popular, which I guess kind of makes sense because they're kind of like smaller versions of this. Because this was like 20 hours to play through it almost, I think. But like the escape room ones, they're like, or like escape puzzles and things, they're a lot shorter. Like, I think you can usually do them in like an hour or so. And they're like in like confined zones. So it's like you can solve one for one sitting and then you can be like, oh, okay, I'll take a break now. But in this game, you kind of just keeps dragging you along because, you know, each piece of evidence you find, it's like it opens up another thing that you can talk to someone about and figure it out. And I think maybe the biggest complaint, I think, is that some triggers are like extremely specific. Because by the time, like, at the end, I was basically just asking everyone about everything. And I'm also wondering, they probably could have made it harder, I feel like, but maybe it being easy is okay. I don't know, it's hard to say. But it seems like, imagine if everything took 2 minutes instead of 1 minute. Like, then you'd actually have to do timekeeping, because I didn't actually run out of time. The only reason I didn't solve the last mystery was because the guy was locked out by the time I did it. Just an unfortunate result of solving his mystery before this mystery locked me out during that hour, which is also the last hour I had access to him, which was just kind of a lame, unfortunate thing. It would have been nice if you could, like, knock on people's doors. So, like, if you heard them, you could, like, knock on the door and they would let you in and you could talk to them. Or, I mean, they could say, I don't want to talk to you. Or they could come out and talk to you. Like, if you could do that. But I noticed there wasn't a lot of failure states. I wonder if you didn't solve as many mysteries, I wonder if there were more failure states. And there we go. That was the end. A little shorter than I anticipated, but that's okay. What time is it anyway? Wow, it's still a decent amount of time. But yeah, completing the fight mystery, I think, doesn't even matter. Anything else? Yeah, I was saying there weren't a lot of failure states. Really, the only failure states were, like, going into someone's room when someone was in there. And sometimes that doesn't even make sense because, like, you solved their mystery or something. It's like, why are they mad at you? You were literally just talking to them. But I mean, that was the only... Oh, the other thing, the failure when you're running after the ball, the kidnapper during the ball, that was also kind of annoying. I didn't... Apparently you're supposed to run, but it didn't it was not obvious that running would have made a difference. Until you tried it, I suppose. That was the only real failure I got. What else? Yeah, I was saying how some evidences that were required required really specific lines of questioning. Like you had to ask Mr. Scarrett about Mr. O'Mara to unlock the thing, which was kind of random. It felt really random to do that. And it's like when you find their stuff in their room, like most of that stuff, like it lets you solve it. I think some of the wording on some of them were kind of strange, which made them kind of weird to figure out. They could definitely add like some more like in a game like this you could like increase the number of combination of words to spell stuff. But also I'm wondering if getting them wrong should have some sort of consequence. But I do appreciate that getting it wrong did not really do anything. It's just kind of a strange... It turns it more into like a mini game than like an actual mechanic. It's like, oh, you just have to put the words in the right places. Which is kind of weird how it highlighted some words and other words were like some words could only go in one place and other words you could like put a whole bunch, but it didn't make sense then. I don't know. I feel like there's more they could do with the mechanic, but maybe they just didn't really think that was... I wonder how what the design ideas behind it were. Like, because they certainly didn't decide to make it automatic for some reason, but it seems like there was probably something more that they wanted to do with it, but then just didn't. So they just made it a really simple find the combination. But I think that's good, because I mean they're mostly trying to tell stories here, right? So they don't want to make it too difficult, but I wonder how other people would play this game. I'm probably a bit too detail and time efficient in this game, but I don't know. It didn't feel like I needed to be time efficient. There were definitely places I could have used the time, the hourglass to skip time, but I always chose to use it up as much as possible. So maybe like someone who plays more casually wouldn't realize that there's more things to ask. From my perspective, it seemed pretty difficult to not save everyone, like, or I guess it was pretty easy to save everyone. So I guess even I ran up on time, right? So I guess if you did like skip 30 minutes, like you could easily miss out on missing 1 or 2 people. I do like how they set up the like kind of time gating with the ball and the basement, which was foreshadowed, so that's good. So it made you focus on like specific groups of people at specific times. So like in the first day you had to focus on all the people that you could get into the atrium and who was available to talk to then, and focus on like the hedge maze. And then when the ballroom opened, you could get to the catacombs and you could do the church stuff. And then on Sunday morning or afternoon, you get access to the basement and you can go through that. And after that, you can basically unlock every other guest mystery at that point. So that was definitely good planning there on that part. That's for sure. But yeah, this was, I think it was probably better than I was anticipating. As for the art style, I don't have a lot to say on that. It's fine. It's nothing crazy. It's stylized, of course, and usually having a good style, consistent style, is better than just having generic graphics that are bad. I wouldn't say these are bad graphics, but they're not anything, to write home about. But obviously it was also done on purpose. One thing, I think they did not put in enough horror elements. And I think as you get to Blake Manor, there should have been more. Because they only had like a few ghosts. They did get me. They had a few ghosts. I think they had like a few little things that moved and made noises, but there weren't that many, I think. I think maybe that's one part they could add, or could have thought more on, is how to make it feel more like the world was changing. Because it was neat how they said, oh, it was influencing the world when you did the lucid dreaming. It influenced your paintings in your room. That would have been neat if they followed up like more on that, like across the entire mansion, like where you could, where there were more things that you could interact with, or like on the next day or something, like when you, after the ball, like things that you had already looked at, you could re-look at them and like they might change. So like some of the pictures would like slightly change to be more dramatic or scary, or maybe some of the position of the objects like would suddenly change, where it was like, and you go like, wasn't this somewhere else yesterday? Or it's like maybe some of the decorations would get like cobwebs, or they'd be dirty for some reason, and it's because like, oh, the dirtiness is emanating from the Blake house. Also, the Blake house didn't really have anything strange in it. They just set it up strange, so it had kind of the strange vibe, but they didn't like do anything with it. And I wonder, in the Séance, I wonder how, if it looks any different if you didn't save them. I'm guessing if you didn't save them, they wouldn't have like the white aura on them, and maybe they looked a different way. It was neat that they did have the Fae there. I'm wondering if they should have, like, just how like they had in the ballroom kidnapper scene, you had to run. I think maybe they should have done something like that, where like the Fae would very slowly approach you, but like not very, like, you probably wouldn't worry about getting caught, but like you would see them actually like moving to you sometimes. Like maybe if they're like right on the edge of your vision, they like start moving just a little bit, but when you look at them, they stop. That kind of thing. And then like when you pass by certain corners, if you look back, they'll just be there. Even though they're not technically, they wouldn't actually technically be getting you, they just close it off so it looks like you're being chased. So like at the end, or like when you're doing the entryway between the hedge mage and the church, where you put in Coventry's name, like you could say, no, I don't want to answer right now, and you could turn around and like the Fae are surrounding you, so like the only thing you could do is open the thing, and when you run down into it, and like the door is closing you in, like the Fae appears outside just before it closes, so you see them. I think that just some, you know, random ideas and stuff. I think that'll be all for Blake Manor. So thanks for coming. And like, share, subscribe, follow Twitch or YouTube, Jersey Hugh Grim Raven. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.